This video is brought to you by Cooler Master, featuring the Sidon 240mm all-in-one CPU water cooling system. Check it out at www.coolermaster-usa.com.
So why is Linus wearing a pair of headphones right now? How is this an unboxing of a headset? Because these are clearly headphones. These are old headphones. These are not even like new and interesting headphones. Because I have something really cool to show you guys. This is the, oh, he says, good luck, Linus. Thanks. Jimmy. That's always a good sign when the manufacturer says good luck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it's all good. So this is the Antlion Modmic, www.modmic.com, designed and assembled in Portland, Oregon, which is actually pretty much neighbors from here. The instructions are actually right on the outside of the tube, so the packaging is pretty simple. It's a toilet paper roll that has both of the ends bent. It's not quite a toilet paper roll. It's a little bit more rugged than that. Okay, I'm just teasing Jimmy here. Okay, we're gonna get serious now. Find a flat spot on the headphones to place the adhesive circle. The pad will stick to smooth and mesh surfaces, just like this one that you see right here. Okay, put your headphones on, make sure the Modmic will reach from the point of attachment to within 3 inches behind the corner of your mouth. Clean the surface with the provided alcohol swab, let dry, and stick it, and then angle and location, 30 seconds, adhesive, whatever. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. So this is the way to solve the problem that I personally have had, and that I think many people have had, where by and large, the headphones included on gaming headsets are not necessarily the best thing out there in terms of a high audio quality gaming experience. Now, I switched from my HD 555s that you see here to my SteelSeries 7Hs quite a while ago, when I basically just was like, okay, well, I'm tired of hanging a microphone around my neck. I will accept that the 7Hs might not be quite up to the same standard as 555s for the convenience of having an integrated mic. Now, with this guy right here, I no longer have to compromise. So here we go. We've got alcohol swabs, which you use to apply the Modmic. Apparently apparently you're gonna have to like bend this thing pretty good. Put your headphones on, bend the boom until the mic sits behind the corner of your mouth. So they do want you to bend it. There's not much in terms of, oh, okay, there you go. That's pretty flexible. Okay, that's not bad. That's not actually what I was expecting there. All right, you've got, here we go, included magnetic pieces here. So you've got, you can actually hook it up to 2 different headphones. So these have magnets and adhesive strips on the back. So maybe what we'll do is we'll actually go through the whole process here. I'll just mount the thing to my HD 555s and we'll call that an unboxing. So consider this a Modmic installation guide. Which side does the microphone usually go? On this side, right? Left side, yeah, okay. So here we go. So we're gonna take our mesh spot here. We're gonna use our alcohol swab. This is really important because otherwise the adhesive stands a really good chance of not adhering correctly. If there's any kind of grease residue, adhesives do not like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Then we're gonna take one of these 2 spots, so you can see the magnetic piece clips onto there really nice. So we're gonna take one of these 2 and we're gonna mount it. Kinda, I mean, normally we'd try this before we actually go ahead and stick it to it, but whatever. So we're gonna go with, you know what, I'm gonna at least try to do this properly. Okay, so we're gonna go with right about, I'm gonna test that spot, make sure it doesn't look stupid. Yep, so we're gonna go with that spot right there. Press on it for a little bit here. In fact, they probably have instructions for how long they want you to press on it. Press it on for 30 seconds, so we'll finish pressing it on after. Okay, then the next thing you do is you take the Modmic, which has, see, a little cable managed wire here, so you can, okay, you know what, I'll show you that part later. So then you take the Modmic and you put it into this piece right here. So this unscrews, there we go, and then can go in either this way or, oh yeah, that goes in pretty tight right there. Okay, so it goes in just like that. Sits in there pretty good. Then you screw this on. Okay, that holds it into place. And voila! Hopefully this works because, like I said, I haven't tested it at all. So you just make it so that this sits right by the corner of your mouth here. You can adjust that the way that you want. And, oh, I don't think I got the angle quite right, but we can compensate for that. And there you go. So it has a little, what'd I do? Oh, it's magnets, right? So it's basically magic. So there we go. So then what you do is you take the little included cable organizer doodad here. You clip that to your existing headphone cable. If I had to criticize something about the product so far, I'd say that it's a little bit small, the clip for the other cable, but what I would probably end up doing is attaching them in a more permanent fashion, even using a piece of braided sleeving and covering the entirety of both of the wires together so that it's pretty much one cord, because the Modmic is interesting from a, oh, I can detach it from my headphones perspective, but as a gamer, I think most people are going to be using it as more like a way to attach a high quality mic to a pair of headphones pretty much semi-permanently. So the way that these connect is actually by a screw-in connector, so I have pretty good confidence in the ruggedness of that connection right there. And I think that's pretty much it. So I'm really excited to actually try this out, guys. I wish I had taken a little bit more time to get the angle right, because the angle that it comes out here is dependent on the way that these, oh, that's smart. Look at that. Oh, so you can either detach it completely or you can actually put it up like that just by using magnets. See, magnets are basically magic. It's amazing. Now I'm like, completely lost my train of thought. I just want to get this, I want to get this about right before we wrap up here. And I'm having a little bit of trouble doing that. Once you get it in place, I don't think it's going to move because it's actually quite stiff. So thank you for checking out my unboxing and first look at the Antlion Modmic. Don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos. And I'm really glad they include two, because my original perception that it's so that you can have two different headphones you can use it with might have been wrong. Maybe it's so that you can have a do-over on the setup process there. Thanks, guys.